Okay, so we do have a topic, and we are definitely going to digress. Okay, that's we've pretty much already set the bar there. Okay, so the topic for tonight actually is going to be on. We got actually the three of us are going to be at a trade show. There will be no live stream next week because of that, and so we're heading off to Atlanta Pet Fair. So we thought it's kind of timely. We'll do something on prepping for trade shows, right? And then Angie went and got a new dog.
I did.
Listen to him. Just listen to Chortles over there.
You see, so now we're thinking of names for this particular dog. And so my question for you is, so your other pug is called G. Is that short for something?
Yes.
So what's it
Golden
short for?
Girl. It's her registered name is Golden Girl, and her call name is G.
Okay.
So
the names we've got going on, and anyone else who's listening to this later wants to put their 2 cents in, please do so. So far the names in the running for us. Okay, Chris, go ahead. Let's hear what you've got.
Symphony. With G. Symphony and G. Sorry.
Okay.
My lap is as big as you want it to be. He is frustrated. He's like, I don't have enough lap. Well, he's chonky. He's quite chonky.
All right, so tell us what the backstory is on him.
All right, so his mom is an end of life.
Okay.
And her husband and she had been married for 54 years. And he's not doing well. And he wanted to find him a home and make sure he was set before she was gone. The rescuer that I got him from said that more than likely Dad wasn't going to be around for a long time either.
Okay.
So he needed a home. And hi. And he found one.
Awesome.
This was not planned. My friend Nicole, who does pug rescue, messaged me and said, Ange, there's a 6-year-old boy and his mom is passing away and he needs a home. So I was like, all right, where is he? And she's like, he's up in Maine. And I'm like, where? So she told me, I'm like, okay, it's 3.5 hours one way. Okay, when do I got to pick him up? Then I'm like, I'm working Saturday till 7. So I can't be there till like 10:30. And she's like, Sunday, you can do Sunday. So I drove up Sunday and drove home Sunday. 7 hours of driving, but he was worth it. Huh.
Okay, very cool. So some of the names that we have thought of. So Chris thinks we should that Angie should call him Symphony with G, because G is the name of is her other pug's name.
Sid.
Call name Sid. Symphony and G. Call name Sid, because
I don't know. I'm thinking like Snuffleupagus.
That is also I can get behind any dog named Snuffleupagus who has the smooshy face, because
you have a smooshy face.
All right, so I think Angie should do a poll. All right, and we should get some names up.
His name is currently PJ. That's the name he came with. He doesn't. I mean, he kind of sort of responds to it, kind of ish.
Well, you know what? That can change too, because when we got Pooh Bear's original name was Taco. Okay. And honestly, I mean, yes, I do love tacos, but it's a stupid name for him. He was not a taco. And in fact, he wouldn't respond to it.
Yeah.
He was like, stop calling me that. I said, don't like that name. And Esther was, well, let's call him Muggsy because he's got a little bit of an overbite. And he was annoyed. He's like, I am definitely not responding to Muggsy. And the second I said Pooh Bear to him, he just melted. The ears came down. And he was like, yes, my name is Pooh Bear. All right, so let's get on to actual topic, right, which is trade shows. Okay. So we're coming up on a trade show, and I commonly refer to myself as the queen of checklists, as both Chris and Angie are well aware of.
And by the way, I just want to make a disclaimer. I love those noises so much. So if I randomly burst into hysterics, I'm not being disrespectful to Mary. I'm laughing at Sid over there.
Oh, she's already named him.
I see.
I mean, it can change. It can change.
It's still, yeah. This
He's
is
very
still.
sleepy.
This is a
He's very
democracy,
what?
and we're going to vote on it. But anyway, so getting back to trade shows. So, like I said, I have a checklist. I literally have a checklist for everything. All right. And the reason I have checklists is so that I don't forget something. It makes whatever I'm doing going that much faster. So literally, I could like pack and be in prep for a trade show in like 20 minutes. I'm done. All right. So just for comparison, Chris, how long does it take you to prep for a trade show to pack? First time. I'm not talking about just leaving your suitcase.
Oh my God. The first trade show I went to?
No. The first trade show of the year. How long does it take you to pack?
Oh.
And be ready to go, including teaching classes.
Oh God. Including my prepping my classes and going over
No.
them?
No.
Oh,
Prepping, just, getting the suitcase ready to leave. All right. How long does it take you to get ready to go? And Chris is a veteran. So
I would say anywhere from a half an hour to an hour, depending on how indecisive I am about outfits.
okay.
But
So- So for those who are speaking at trade shows, okay, there's like two layers, or you're a vendor at a trade show. There's kind of like two layers to this. All right. So we have to like pack and be ready to go to a trade show as an attendee. So that means making sure your travel arrangements are set. You could do a lot of things on your phone. I'm a paper girl, so yeah, I will have like all my reservations and stuff on my phone. I will also print them out and have them handy. All right. Because, phones die. Some people leave, not me, but, and I say that now, right? Knock on wood. I don't leave my phone anywhere, so I don't lose my phone. But phones can die, especially when you're traveling, if you don't have access to a charger or not even a charger, a plug to plug it in, or better yet, a working plug at an airport.
yes, because finding a plug and finding a working plug are two different animals.
Yes.
Or
So
a working plug doesn't have 5 people clustered around it coughing at you.
Yes. So anyway, so I print out all my itinerary, all my travel information. What's on the checklist is also contact my credit card, and I will generally only bring 2 credit cards. The rest of the credit cards I will leave home, and I will call both of those credit cards to let them know I'm traveling. And I will also put those 2 cards in an RFID sleeve so that somebody walking past me at a conference is not scanning my credit cards.
Mm-hmm.
And when if you're at a trade show and you're online and you're paying for something and the phone rings and it's an 800 number, pick it up.
Oh, yeah. I say this a lot, but we see it every single trade show. Someone's card gets declined not because there's not money. We believe you. There's plenty of money in there. But each vendor, the charge shows up as where they're located. So like Evolution Shears is located in South Carolina, but you may be shopping, say, okay, this is APF. So something is going to ring up in Georgia and then in South Carolina and then in Pennsylvania. And your bank is going to go, oh, damn, they for sure got their card stolen.
So pick up that phone. It may very well be the credit card verifying you are making this charge. And if you don't answer the card, they're going to leave a message saying, hey, we've shut down your card. Call us back.
The easiest thing to do is to call your credit card company before you go.
Yep.
And let them know the dates you are going and how long you're going to be there.
And the fact that you're at a conference and you're going to be buying stuff and charges may appear to be all over the country.
But it's really all in one place. Yeah.
Okay.
So let them know.
Yes. Keep in mind, you don't have as much protection as you think you do on a business card as compared to a personal card. As far as unauthorized purchases. So you make sure that you protect your credit card. Okay. Put it in that RFID sleeve that'll protect it from the scanners lifting your numbers. All right. If you got a rental car and you're purchasing gas, just like make sure there's not another little device up in there that's a scanner as well. All right. So if you could stick your finger and like pull it out, that's not the gas pumps. That's somebody else's.
Now, I have to say,
God, I love that.
I know.
He's going to sleep.
He's purring. He is purring. Anyway, all right. Topic. I would like to say also for the record that you're not going to have that problem at the gas pump in Intergroom, because in New Jersey, you don't have to pump your own gas. Actually, you can't pump your own gas. Just no. So you will be handing that to the attendant and watching him swipe it and hand it back to you.
Okay. Also, bring cash. All right. Being as all of my purchases are business purchases for the most part. So if I'm eating in a restaurant, that's a business expense. It's a travel cost, yada, yada, yada. So I want to do all of my expenses on my credit card. All right. However, if there's a problem, I want to be able to have cash. All right. Just in case. All right. So bring some cash. I keep the card and money in a zippered pocket. So I know Angie's going to have a stroke here. So Angie.
It's so loud. I mute the mic. I'm like, oh my God, nobody's going to hear anything over his story. He's asleep. He is out.
Okay, so how do people... So Angie's a former police officer, okay? Oh, but before we even get into that, okay, the rest of what's on my checklist, okay? So any of the materials that I know I'm going to need for the class. So there's two types of classes I teach. It's the first aid classes, and then it's a workshop, okay? And so there's materials that I will need for different ones. Those are already listed. So I'll look at my list and it's like, oh, I got to pack this, this, and this. I pack this, this, and this. Takes, I don't know, a minute and a half. All right. And if there's workshops that I need a PowerPoint up, I just make sure I upload those PowerPoints to a Google Drive. And any materials I need are also, everything is uploaded to a Google Drive, and it'll say APF, and everything goes there. This way, if something happens to my computer, I can still access the materials for my class.
That is a big deal. That is something I learned early on, especially since you may want to print something out or change something or update something, and you need to use like the hotel computer. So I can just access it from the Google Drive. From the OneDrive is you can kind of log into, but it's easier to log into Google Drive. So that's super important that you have backups everywhere.
All right, and the same thing as far as like toiletries are concerned, what clothes that I need. It's all detailed. So there's no thought to it whatsoever. It's just I run through my list. I can, like I said, in 20 minutes, I can be fully packed and ready to walk out a door for our trade show that I'm going to be there for a week.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's move on to safety. All right, so Angie is a former police officer. Okay, so there's personal safety, there's financial safety. Okay, so Angie, how are people going to protect themselves from getting their wallet lifted?
Shoot him away from the mic. All right. So first thing is if you keep your credit card and any cash you have in your front pocket, don't put it in a purse. It's so easy to steal a purse. I mean, it literally takes seconds. Also, if someone asks you for the time, they have a phone. There's clocks everywhere. You don't have to tell them because what that does is it draws your attention away from whatever else is going on and it draws your attention strictly to your wrist. And that's how they rob you. It's like a common thing in like Nevada, in Las Vegas. That if you're walking on the strip, at least 3 people will ask you the time. 2 of them will be wearing watches. Everyone's got a cell phone. Look at your cell phone. It has the time on it. You don't need me to tell you. Do not put your stuff on the ground. Oh my God. I swear, at one of these trade shows, I'm going to make up little business cards and I'm going to slip them into the purses that people leave sitting on the ground. It makes me crazy. At the New England show, there was 17. 17. I'm like, I literally just could have slid that out from between your feet. Some of them weren't even between their feet. They were just sitting on the ground. And I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. Why? So carry a backpack if you have to. But don't carry a purse and don't put stuff on the ground.
Wait. You can't put your purse on the ground. The money goes out. There's a superstition about putting your purse on the ground. No, it's not supposed to be on the floor.
Okay, I never heard that, but I don't carry a purse, so
yeah, and also, ew.
Yeah. So don't put your purse on the ground. Carry a backpack, and for any purchases, put them in the backpack.
And there's also personal safety. Okay. Yes. I love like the APF. I'm coming down a day early. My daughter lives in Atlanta, so we're going to go hiking. But the point is there's things to do, have fun, do them, but be aware of your surroundings. Like, I don't know, like it's not like I would go to a beach and like lay down and just like go to sleep for an hour or so by myself. Right.
No. I was looking up why it's bad luck to put your purse on the ground.
Well, I mean, if I ever knew anyone who went to a beach by themselves and fell asleep,
you'd yell at them?
I totally would. I would have to give them a serious ration many times.
Many times, many years, well, not many years later, but years later, many times.
Later, yes, many
times. Never forget. Never live that down.
All right. So travel in packs and make sure at least one person is sober.
Yes. Also, do not leave someone behind. If someone wants to go somewhere, go in twos. If someone is going to go to the bar, go sit at a booth with your friend because it's really easy to drug you at a bar. Mm-hmm. And yes, it does happen at trade shows. And yes, there are stories of groomers that have gotten GHB and other drugs slipped in their drinks at trade shows. It happens.
Yeah.
So sit at a booth. Do not sit at the bar. And even if you're alone, sit at the booth.
Okay, listen, I have to go take care of a dog, so keep the conversation going.
Yes. I'll talk about you when you're gone. Don't worry. Okay. Well, what I was going to bring up was that did happen at a Super Zoo excursion on Fremont Street where somebody went, I want to go. And we thought we were being safe, but their phone ran out of battery. And we're now thinking, okay, there's 2 different tattoo parlors they could have gone into. Who has her phone and is texting back this vague stuff? Because that's the thing. When you communicate by text, somebody could snatch you and be texting your friends back anything. They could be texting your friends back, oh, I just caught an Uber back to the bar or to the hotel. I'm exhausted. I'll catch you in the morning. And now they just bought themselves hours a day if you're not sharing a hotel room with that person. It is crazy. And I'm trying to decide if I should say something, Angie. I'm trying to gauge how inebriated I have gotten at things. Because I do want to say, enjoy yourself in groups, in packs. Absolutely enjoy yourself, because I work very hard at conventions as much as I adore everything about them. But I'm also, when I drink, I am very careful about who is around me. And if I have possibly one too many, I'm like, okay, who is around me? Who is still sober? I trust these people. I am very, very careful, because it is still a business environment. And you don't want to be the one they're talking about the next day at the trade show. And that has also happened. So I'm also very careful, because people talk, things happen, things get out of hand, gossip happens. And you want to be the one that people had fun with and relaxed with and had a drink with. You don't want to be the one who got falling down drunk. Sorry to be a party pooper. Do you need to go early, Mare?
Well, no, he's doing okay. He's just that his back end is just so bad. He can't get up by himself. So he's drinking some water. Got to give him his food, and but he's doing all right. So anyway, find us if you're going to APF. Please stop to say hello.
Yes.
All right.
And we are doing mini interviews for the Traveling Groomers podcast. So if you find either of us and I'm not talking to a bunch of people behind the Evolution Shares booth, or, if we're not in class or running to and from class, go, hey, do you have 5 minutes? I want to be a special guest on the Traveling Groomers podcast. And either Mary or myself will pull out our phones and give you an interview and ask how the show's going and fun stuff like that, because I think that's going to be an entire episode.
All right, so we should wrap up today. Again, there will be no live stream next week. And oh my God.
You know what? You know what? I will say that maybe Sid, short call name Sid for Symphony and G. I will let that go for Paul Bunyan, the lumberjack, because he is sawing some damn logs over there. There's another suggestion. We can put this up for a vote.
So loud. So loud. Yeah. And it's He always snores when he sleeps.
Oh my God.
All
Have
right,
fun with that,
ladies.
Ange.
We'll see everybody at APF. Again, we're going to miss next week, and we'll do like a recap of Atlanta Pet Fair when we get back.
Okay.